What's goggin', my dudes? It's National Gogg Day, so we're going to be taking a look at the HGUC Gogg. The design of this kit itself is actually quite basic for the most part. It's like this huge hulking mobile suit with like big claws, but that's kind of all there is to it. Like other Xeon suits in the 1 Year War, it does feel very intimidating, and its presence is really felt in this kit. Now, the build itself is also quite simple. You can probably build it without the instructions. I built it in an hour with the instructions, but so it doesn't really take very long. The pieces themselves are quite large for the most part, and they come together pretty easily. The only color correcting stickers that this kit actually uses are for the little black space around the mono eye and the mono eye itself. But the mono eye itself can't actually move because it is like one sticker and there's no gimmick like the Zakutu mono eyes. Surprisingly enough, this kit actually does have a pretty decent range of articulation. Starting with the head, you can actually move it from side to side, but there's not much movement you can do beyond that. The design of the shoulder pads for the Gogg actually allows it to move 360 degrees with absolutely no problems. The arm itself can stretch out this far, and each of the pieces in its arms are individually articulated. The fingers in its hands are also each individually articulated. There is also a bit of an ab crunch here in the torso, and it can move side to side very slightly. The leg itself can go up this high, but it can't go quite as high around the back, and it has a 90-degree bend at the knee. The foot itself is on a little ball joint, and it allows for a bit of side to side movement and forward movement. Now, the Gogg actually doesn't have any accessories, but it does have this cruising mode where you can actually put its hands into its shoulders, and I guess it makes it faster or something. I don't know. It looks kind of weird. So what you're supposed to do is to take apart the entire arm and then insert the hole from the actual arm itself into a peg in the shoulder. So yeah, that's how you get the cruise mode. Now here's a quick size comparison between the HGUC Custom and the HG Easy 8 Gundam. So the kit itself is around the same height as the other two, but also a lot wider than them both. So it does have a bit more shelf presence when compared to like a standard Zaku or a Gundam. So to wrap up this review, I'm gonna give a few closing thoughts. This is an old HGUC kit. It's pretty much what you expect you're gonna get. It's something that's a little bit, the engineering is just not quite as good as newer HG kits, and it might be a little bit too simple to build in some locations. In this case, like most of the parts on this kit are really big, so it's really simple and that. The leg itself is also a little bit floppy on the bottom because like I think it might be because it's a little bit too heavy, and also it's really lacking accessories. It also doesn't have a hole anywhere for it to be mounted on an action base. So overall, if you're looking for maybe like an aquatic Xeon suit, or just like you like Xeon mobile suits, or just big chunky suits in general, this is probably right up your alley. Or if you want something that's super duper simple to build up and just leave it lying around on some shelf, this is probably up your alley. Other than that, so maybe if you kit bashing, or if you want to experience an old HG kit, this could be right up your alley. So that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on the HG Gogg. So some of you may be wondering now, where's the narrative Gundam review? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and like, and maybe subscribe. Consider subscribing, maybe. And also tell me about how you think about the new background, because I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do with this. So yeah, that's about it.